black women secretly want to be white women. They're just too ashamed to say it. And I'm going to break down why I believe that to be the case.
I'll show you better than I can tell you. Y'all remember when I covered the quarter zip trend?
I don't find the quarter zip funny because I also didn't find it funny a couple years ago when all those black men put on suits and then stood around in suits. I don't understand what men in general, but especially black men's obsession is with defining themselves by their clothing and not really actively doing any. It's not deeper than just like, well, we can put on suits. I can also put on a suit. What is the point that you're trying to make here? Like, it's like costume. Like, let's dress up as the social idea of success or productivity or decent, productive human being. I don't know. I don't even understand what y'all are trying to communicate to us. Y'all are constantly like essentially dressing up as white men. Like, that's kind of the underlying idea. Suits, quarter zips, like associating yourself with this like stereotypically white style. Hello? Do y'all not see how that's, one, offensive to you as a black person, upholds white supremacy, is also reductive of your like humanness?
And yeah, she proceeded to come on the internet and say that with a blonde wig on. Audacity, bro. The audacity.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, got a video for you guys from a woman that I've actually reacted to a few times before, but it was always off of TikTok. And it was usually like mixed in with other, like another dozen videos, clips that I would grab from TikTok. However, she popped up on my YouTube feed. I didn't know she had a YouTube channel. So I'll make sure I leave the link in the description to the video in full. You guys want to go support her because you might recognize her. She goes by Prophetess Eve. I'm probably butchering that. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, but either way, I'll make sure I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can go check her out. Video that caught my attention. Black women really want to be like white women, and I was kind of like, ooh, a sister calling out the sisters about this. This can get ugly. I'm like, I can see it already, bro. She probably, I'm like, I think she's already probably been getting the pick me comments prior to this video, but man, this right here, this gonna hit right. So something tells me this gonna hit right here, because they do not want to talk about this one, because it's always the men, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I got a few points my damn self that I want to make. Let's go ahead and get into this.
A lot of black women secretly want to be white women. They're just too ashamed to say it. And I'm going to break down why I believe that to be the case. Now, this is just an eye-opener. I'm going to say this. I'm not out here trying to uplift white women. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give black women the opportunity to become aware of the fact that the way we live our life, the way we choose to look, the things that we say, already in itself uplifts white women. So this video really ain't doing much of nothing. And the question isn't, necessarily about whether or not black women can be beautiful. It's about, can black women truly find beauty within their own blackness, outside of white proximity? One thing I began to notice as an Afrocentric woman, as a black woman, as a dark-skinned natural black woman, is that Afrocentric beauty is not encouraged in the black community whatsoever. Afrocentric beauty does exist. Beauty standards specifically for black women do exist. It is not encouraged in the black community, especially by black women. Now,
there you go. And there you go. That's the problem right there. That's why I went back in time. It wasn't that far back. But yeah, that's why I played that quarter zip trend video for you guys, because I felt the irony in that was just hilarious. That's why that girl went viral for having that rant, because you said the things you said. It was almost as like it was like she forgot what color weave she had on her head. I guess, all those different chemicals, yeah, probably would fuck up your way of thinking. But but nonetheless, I mean, like, for example, because now I remember where I reacted to this woman before, because I think it was, oh, sorry you guys, I think it was actually related to a similar topic, because she was because as you can see, she wears her hair natural. Like, you usually, if you've seen some of her videos, like, she'll have the fro out. Like, dude, I'm like, she's gorgeous, you know what I mean? Because I always find it funny how other black women try to sit over here and say that, oh, y'all hate black women, and oh, y'all like these type of aesthetic, that's why we wear it's like, no, I like black women. If I'm gonna deal with a black woman, give me one that look like her, dead ass, I mean, down to the T. Like for real, like, like Afrocentric beauty standard, she is a good example of that. That eurocentric shit is a good example of that, is a quarter zip trend rant lady. And black men have said over and over and over again how they prefer the natural look. We prefer black women that look like her. Black men have said that repeatedly. I'm like, why do you think black men are going to these South American countries with black populations in Africa? I'm like, hell, shit, even places like Cambodia and Thailand. I'm like, have you seen Thai and Cambodia people? I'm like, they're pretty. You got black people in the Philippines too. It's like, bruh, it's just, it's like, once again, it just proves that, bro, women, especially black women, but women in general, do not want to listen to men, bro.
Just a little bit of a breakdown of what Afrocentrism is, what Afrocentric beauty is. It is highly ritual based, highly disciplined. It's very culturally grounded, and it's very, very, very health centered. I'm sorry, but that ain't how a lot of black women want to live their life. And I begin to notice that when a black woman who truly embodies this beauty, when she truly embodies, being health centered, being ritual based, being all natural, skin glowing, she's still being told by, the women who choose to follow other standards, eurocentric standards, for instance. You ain't gonna be chosen. You ain't what the world want. You ain't what black men want. And my biggest concern is, why y'all be so mad? Like, why are y'all so mad at black women who prefer Afrocentric values over Eurocentric values? Let me continue. Black women are consistently being told that we can be healthy but not desirable. We can be beautiful but not picked. We can be put together but not preferred. But I want y'all to pay attention, okay? Who is telling black women this? I'll say it for you. Other black women. I haven't heard this from no black man, no white man, no green man, no blue man, no white woman, no green woman, no blue woman, no purple. Only the black woman do I ever hear this from. What it is when they've convinced themselves of something, they want to convince every other black woman of it. It's the spirit of misery. It always boils down to. Let me break down the Eurocentric standards in the event that the girls don't know what it is. Eurocentric beauty standards historically values loose or wavy textured hair, thinness or very narrow frames. They use lotion, not butters and oils. That was a little joke. And soft and delicate features. And this,
I want to stop this right here, because this is one of the reasons why I hate that Eurocentric beauty standard bullshit. Because on one hand, it's like, y'all want to sit over here and try to pick up these certain features through extensions and shit like that. But here's my problem though. Y'all do realize that the women that y'all are trying to look like, they are getting surgeries done, lip injections done to try and look like you. again, the irony of it all, bro. The irony of it all. Like, think about that for a second. The women that black women are trying to portray are getting surgeries done to look like black women. And yet, when we over here, and yet when we're over here pointing this out to other black women and over here telling black women you're fine, just natural, how can you not see that? I'm like, black women, get your passport and go to these other countries, and you'll be shocked at the response that you get from women of other countries, and they think how beautiful y'all are. It may be a bit of a culture shock to you. You be surprised. As much as y'all are considered the bottom of the barrel, y'all aren't considered the bottom of the barrel because of y'all looks. It's never been because of y'all looks. I can tell y'all that right now. But when black men tell y'all this, again, y'all don't want to listen. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to react to this, because this is a black woman saying this shit, and I've reacted to her before. So, and now that it's starting to come back, I think it was kind of related to the same topic.
This isn't me coming for Eurocentric beauty standards. I feel like the Eurocentric girls should definitely follow Eurocentric beauty standards. They have different hair porosity. They have a different hair skin combination. Eurocentric beauty standards are meant for Eurocentric people that evolved from Europe, not from Africa, not from the Caribbean, and not from the Americas. Eurocentric beauty standards have nothing to do with melanated people. So when you find yourself to be a melanated woman chasing Eurocentric beauty standards, you got to ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing? Again, for a black woman to truly tap into her Afrocentric beauty, she has to uncover a lot of whitewash. And again, a lot of black women are very comfortable in their whitewashing, in their anti-blackness. We don't understand that a lot of our behaviors are very fucking anti-black. Just because you say, oh, I love being a black woman, and you can say it loud and confident, don't mean that you actually love being a black woman when you don't hold no black value. Eurocentric beauty for black women offers instant validation, visual shortcuts. Why? Because you're just putting on a wig. You ain't really taking care of your hair, which Afrocentric beauty requires time and patience. It's less accountability because you really ain't got to identify with your blackness if you don't want to. It's more about external transformation. When you're dealing with Afrocentric beauty, again, it's all about being health conscious. It's very much ritual based. It's building you up over time. When black women are following Eurocentric beauty standards, you conforming to somebody else's beauty. You're literally putting on a mask. With Afrocentrism, you're not putting on a mask. A lot of y'all want rewards without responsibility, so you go into the quickest thing, and we see this all the time when black women be like, well, y'all don't say nothing when the white girl be wearing a messy bun, but y'all get mad at black girls for wearing our hair on the top of our head, because the white women have the type of hair where they can throw their hair on a messy bun and it don't look like they just woke up out the bed and rolled over in a dirt mat. You as a black woman cannot walk outside with your natural hair up in a messy bun and think ain't nobody gonna talk about you. I'm gonna talk about you, and I'm black. Again, Afrocentrism requires patience. It requires time.
And you know what? I'm glad she brought that up, because I remember, damn, and it's been a while. I think he recently just got back on YouTube too. Shout out to El Guapo, man. Beautiful Lies. I remember he kind of glossed over this a little bit, because he was referring to other content creators, black female content creators like Riva TV and Danica, who both have long natural hair, and they are black women. And when you look at them, you would think like, oh, they're just gonna be the typical short, nappy headed. Like, no, these women have long, natural, pretty hair, but it's because it took time and patience and care for it to get and look like that. So when these black women be over here talking about some, I can't grow my hair out long, it's because they don't have the patience or take the time to take care of it. That's why. Yeah, I'm like, look at River TV and Danica and look how long their hair is. I'm like, that's their hair, bro, and they're black.
It requires consistency. Eurocentrism says, oh, I'm black, I can just go throw on a wig and ain't nobody gonna really tell my hair look a mess and it's broke up and it's thin and it's ate up. And the whole idea that Afrocentric women are not chosen by society is a lie, and it's rooted in fear, not facts. And the reason why it's a lie because so many black women have been, you know, conditioned to believe, and it's because they conditioned themselves to believe they gotta act and look a certain way in order to be chosen. So it makes them feel very hit to see a black woman who's really representing herself in her 100% black authenticity get chosen by men, especially black men. It makes them feel some type of way. Again, we're talking about this mirror. When you hold it up, they're not seeing themselves in it. They see a version of themselves, but not themselves completely. So it makes them feel some type of way. When an Afrocentric woman is chosen, because most of us are, it disproves the narrative that black women have created about black women. It exposes their internalized inferiority, and it also forces accountability, but they can't take accountability because, you know, instead they just hate and be like, oh, well, you doing the most.
Yeah, and they're gonna sit over here and call you a pick me and so on and so forth.
Here is something everybody thinks about, but I'll be.
Now, I want to play this for you guys because this is pretty much her doing a video somewhat on the flip side of things, man. And I just find it intriguing, you know, in comparison to the video that she just covered, man. Check this out.
Here is something everybody thinks about, but I'll be the one that's brave enough to talk about it. Black women, we are way too vocal about our preferences and what kind of man we want for us to be extremely offended the moment a man states his preferences and states the type of woman he wants. For instance, we'll say things like, oh, I want a tall man. He gotta be over 6'1". Oh, I need a man that's buff. Oh, I need a man that makes 6 figures. I need a man that ain't a baby daddy. He can't have no kids. But in that same moment, a black man says, okay, I want a light-skinned woman. I want my woman to be all natural. I want my woman to be fit. He's labeled as colorist, texturist, misogynistic, or just hateful towards black women. Why does it matter what she looks like? She's still black. Every time a man states his preference, we always got to be hit with we're black women, we're all the same. Now all of a sudden all black women are a monolith, but we don't have this same idea when it comes to black men. Oh my God, don't stereotype, don't generalize black women. But black women are quick to want to stereotype and generalize black men. The thing is, black women want the freedom to choose, but they don't want the humility that comes with being chosen. And I'm going to go ahead and call a spade, baby. It's insecurity. I don't know if you guys realize it, but with a black woman's talking points when it comes to men and their preferences, it's kind of like bullying. It don't matter what I look like. It don't matter if I work out. It don't matter if I eat right. It don't matter if I meet your needs. I'm still a black woman, so choose me. That's the reason why black women feel like they're decentering men, because they feel as if they're automatically chosen. And you hear it a lot when they say, oh, white men desire us the most. No, they don't. The reason why black women are so offended and get so upset by a man's preferences is because when those preferences are stated, they realize and it exposes the standards that they do not meet. And whenever a black man has standards, he's always accused of trying to be like a white man. And again, this goes back into a lot of black women living the same exact reality. You know what I'm saying? Not all, because I know how y'all get, but a lot. So for instance, if a black man say he want a fit woman, but again, 60% of black women in America are obese, it makes sense as to why black women will get offended by that. If a black man says he wants a woman that has natural hair and is an all-natural woman, she embraces her natural beauty, her Afrocentric beauty, but majority black women that you come across follows that baddie standard and Eurocentric standards, it makes sense as to why black women get upset when a black man says that he wants a natural black woman. The truth is, rejection feels personal when you built your entire existence around external validation and someone else's standards. And another thing that black women need to understand is just because a person has a preference doesn't mean that they're discriminating or being racist towards you. Again, no one is obligated to like you because you are a black woman. Stop trying to bully people into accepting you. You cannot force people to see you as that girl if that's just not who you are. There are plenty of black girls who are that girl. It's just not you. Y'all be wanting to make all black girls a monolith when you don't want to work on yourself. Don't do that. I don't want to be fitting in with y'all little category of laziness. At the end of the day, it's sheer entitlement, and you're not entitled to nothing because you are a black woman. Oh, we have fought for so long and gone through so much. Y'all ain't did nothing. Black women can scream all day long they don't want no short man, but let a black man say he don't want no fat woman. All hell gonna break loose. Try it.
But you know what though? She right. She right, bruh. Cause when I think about it, I'm like, how is it that you can sit over here and say that this man, oh, you must want to be white, or oh, you must like white women, just because he wants a woman that's fit and natural, a black man in particular. And then y'all will get upset if that man goes to those other cultures, goes to those other races. Because when you think about it, I mean, she makes a valid point. Because remember when I had that one lady come on, we call her Miss Thyroid Lady. Until this day, I still think she hate watching me, y'all. And she wanted to sit over here and give all these excuses as to why so many black women are obese or overweight. Of course y'all gonna get upset when black men say they want a woman that's fit, because most of y'all are not fit. Because I noticed women of other races, they don't really get mad when a man says he wants a fit woman. I noticed that. You know what I mean? Considering I've been traveling and dating around the world a little bit now, I've picked up on that. I noticed that. Hell, the beauty standards are way more strict in these other countries. What we call thick in America is considered fat in most of these other countries, for example. So again, man, it's like, it is a bit weird how a man can sit over here and be called all kind of ridiculous things for having these standards, which I would imagine if a man is, you know, taking care of himself and doing well for himself, he's probably 9 times out of 10 gonna at least want a woman that's fit, you feel me, and isn't like super duper caked up. I'm like, I mean, regardless, I think most men want that. It's like, I don't understand why it's so difficult for women to understand. Like, we know y'all really don't look like that underneath all the makeup. You know what I mean? We want to see what we're gonna wake up to. That's why men prefer natural. And for crying out loud, y'all would save yourselves so much more money if y'all did. You know what I mean? They don't even want to talk about that part. As much as they complain about how much all this shit costs. Right. But again, they don't want to listen to men. Y'all let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.